Episode 3 of A Sandman Season 2 begins with Lucien reasoning that Azazel is the best candidate to rule Hell since it's actually his home. Morpheus refuses as Azazel is greedy and cannot be trusted. Unable to sleep due to Chlorocan's hookups, Nuala goes for a walk. She runs into Morpheus and they talk about impossible choices. She knows he will find a solution and recalls the time he mended the rift between him and the Fae after he displeased Queen Titania. A flashback to 1593 then shows Morpheus enlisting Shakespeare to write a comedy on the Fae, and thus A Midsummer Night's Dream is born. An exclusive screening is held for the Fae and they're actually quite entertained. Morpheus later explains that the play is the Fae's legacy. They will be remembered forever with it, and Titiana accepts the gift even though King Oberon doesn't see value in it. At present, Nuala reveals that she understands Morpheus's true motives. He made Titiana accept that she was the problem, and like the play, he needs to hold up a mirror to those who underestimate him. In the morning, everyone gathers for Morpheus's decision. He begins with the preamble that Hell needs a fair ruler to serve its residents, and since it's a reflection of heaven, he hands over the key to the angels to give it to God. Next, he reminds everyone that all his guests are under his protection. Since this includes Nada, he is able to free her and trap Azazel. This show of power forces the guests to accept Morpheus's decision. He then personally bids farewell to all of them. Kildakin accepts his decision, while Chaos reveals that she simply wanted a just ruler. Merkin is grateful to Morpheus for showing Azazel mercy, while Odin welcomes Morpheus to his realm as Thor heads out to imprison Loki once again. Before Chlorocan heads out, he reveals that Nuala is a gift from Titiana to Morpheus. He warns Nuala and Morpheus that they will pay if they refuse Titiana. Nuala is upset by the betrayal and refuses Chlorocan's offer of negotiations when Morpheus reveals that he has abolished the teeth. However, not everyone has actually left. Loki has disguised himself as Susanoo Onomakoto, tricked Thor into imprisoning the sea god. As his guest, Morpheus offers to plant a dummy and let both Susanoo and Loki go free. However, Loki will owe Morpheus, and although he's annoyed, the trickster does eventually agree. Finally, Morpheus visits Lucifer, who is pleasantly surprised by this loophole. They reveal that they were never really angry with Morpheus, but actually with God. They ask about Nada and comfort Morpheus when he claims that she doesn't want to see him. Morpheus continues to ask after Nada via Lucien. His patience pays off though, as she finally joins him for a meal. He tries to make small talk, but she brings up her unjust imprisonment. His hesitance to apologize upsets Nada, and she winds up slapping him. This is treason, but she dares him to send her to hell again. He finally apologizes and promises to spend eternity making it up to her. She doesn't want him to suffer like she did and accepts another form of repayment. She wants to live on Earth again, and he tries to go with her so he can actually protect her. She refuses, going as far as to think that his worry and concern aren't actually born out of love. She claims that he's not capable of love or desire, and he insists that he's changed, and she reveals that so has she. She doesn't love him anymore, and he is in shock as episode 3 of A Sandman Season 2 ends with her leaving. The visual effects this season are even more ambitious and smooth than the first time around, making Hell and the Dreaming really feel real. Azazel goes from a torn paper overlay to a threatening and gross monster, and even the surreal effects like that of the Fae feel magical. The narratives are ambitious as well, as 3 distinct storylines are woven together in one short episode. It continues with Morpheus' search for a ruler with a satisfying little ending. His tussle with the Fae and the origin story for one of Shakespeare's best comedies is actually quite a fun inclusion. And finally, the Netflix show gives us the much awaited reunion between Morpheus and Nada, and it is as bitter as one could have expected following their brutal tragic story. We almost scoffed at the way Nada easily accepted his apology, but little did we know that she would strike where it hurt him the most. Someone needs to tell Desire, because they would absolutely delight in knowing Dream doesn't feel any desire or, well, lustful desires in this context. However, that ending leaves everything wide open for the next episode. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.